Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom,
And I am Mike.
and today we're cracking open a new bottle of Bower Hill Kentucky Straight Special Edition Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Had to throw that special edition
it's
in
got a
there.
little story on the back,
It's
too,
on
or
there,
on a
so
side or whatever.
We're gonna get into particulars on this one because I always love that. This is how some people shop, anyways. On better than Pappy, so they're making a statement when they say something like that. So we're gonna see.
And we didn't have that Pappy, I don't believe. It was a Pappy 12 or something. No, 20 year.
20 year. No, we have not had that, but it's supposedly beat Pappy in a actual blind on one of the competitions and stuff like that. But I always like when they proclaim that, and we're gonna see where they act.
Yes.
Wow, this is a weird one. It goes all the way down. All right, so let's get into particulars.
It almost looks like a diamond at the top.
I remember the last one being a big, huge thing like that too. So, all right, let's get through this. This one comes in at 106 proof. We got it for $39.99. This has been in the sack for well over a couple of years anyways. It's a minimum of 4 years old. It's distilled and aged out of Louisiana. It's bottled by Bower Hill Distillery out of Silverton, Ohio. And it's to commemorate the Battle of the Bower Hill, which was the first bloodshed of the Whiskey Revolution in 1794, which it amazes me back in the day, you know what I mean?
I'm with you.
But it originated from an excise tax of whiskey back in 1791. And the farmers, which were many of them were veterans, there was a big revolution, and they contended that they're fighting for the principles of the American Revolution. So it turned into a whole battle over whiskey.
But even with that, I mean, 1791, 96, even back further.
Yep.
That
hit me
somebody put a couple copper pots together and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And just come up with this. I mean, if you think of the whole evolution of everything, from planes to cars to whatever, it's just amazing that someone has the brains to say, okay, let me make something that's going to make us fun.
And for fun, most of them were Scottish and Irish people that came over. Let's just be honest, because that's where it came from anyways.
George Washington, was he?
George Washington was not, but he learned, I guarantee, if you could go back in
He was
history,
a rye guy.
He was a rye guy, and he was one of the top rye guys going.
This
But
is actually
again,
a very good note.
they all, I haven't tried it yet, they all learned from them people. America is the land of immigrants. That's it. We all came from over there. And when they come, they found the ingredients to make whiskey.
Yeah, I can only imagine when it started over there.
Yeah, who knows, right? I don't know.
Or it's a long travel on a boat in the seas, and
Lord
knows I figured how to make one out when I was in the Navy. So
the fun thing is, I'd like to try a rum.
A rum?
Just for fun.
What do you mean a rum?
We drank a ton of rum.
Just go get a rum and
no, I want to make one.
Oh.
Not that I would ever do that, but that would be actually pretty fun to try.
This nose is very good.
It's actually not bad, to be honest with you. I wasn't expecting much. When you put a tag on there, better than Pappy, that's a sell grab to me.
I get it, but it's 106 for $40.
Yep.
It's still in a 4 year. It's not really missing any of the categories.
Yep.
And the nose definitely does stand out. So first glance and first nose, I'm not opposed.
This made me negative. This
that made me laugh.
Makes me more positive. I mean, this is a pretty bottle.
No, it is. It
does stand out.
It does definitely stand out.
And I agree. It looks like a big diamond on the top. How do you not want to grab that? Yeah. All right.
Well, actually, I think it drinks a little more than its 106 even.
I agree.
Ooh. I'm not opposed to the flavor.
We
never had a Pappy 20, so I can't compare that.
I agree. But we have a Pappy 12 that I will say would spank and call it daddy. This has way more flavor and taste.
Because it would smoke it.
The difference with the Pappy, though, is I remember, because it's a Buffalo Trace product, it really brought that fruity, butterscotchy flavor. You're not getting that in there, but hold on. The first sip, you can't go by that. I'm literally just going. I'm spitballing here.
There's a fruity nose in this, though.
Ooh, I'm not getting your fruit. All right, that's what I was searching for.
No,
I didn't get it.
I didn't get it in the first sip. I mean, in the first nose, but now I am.
Okay. I'm not getting the fruit. There is a huge caramel presence on this one.
I'm not getting.
I'm not getting a huge oaky presence at the end, though. That's the only
No,
thing
there
I'm
was
looking
no
for.
oak in the end that I
Gotta
on the first
assume
sip.
Pappy 20 has to have an oak. 20 years?
One would think,
We've
yes.
never had a 20-year whiskey. You know what I mean?
You are correct.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
I don't mind the nose, really, though.
I don't. You can go back in the channel. We did one of these, and it was a 80 proof, 80 something proof. It was a low one, and it had the better than Pappy freaking thing on there, and it was just not. It shouldn't have it. It just wasn't in the ballpark.
This has a different.
Does this
middle
beat
flavor.
Pappy? I don't have a clue. We never tried it.
I'm with you on that.
Man, this does carry some flavor and taste.
It does. There's a different middle flavor in here,
All right.
but it definitely hangs on.
No, I toss back and forth. We just recently did the Copper and Cask a couple of days ago, and it was, man, they're freaking phenomenal.
It is, but
They're phenomenal.
those are a different flavor profile than this. There's something different in this one.
Okay, I'm going to go back.
Didn't give you a mash bill, but go ahead.
No. I'm trying to go back to, so now you're at 106 proof where there's nothing aggressive, but it still has a generous amount of flavor that stays in your mouth. I don't know. I don't know where to go here yet.
They weren't really aggressive, those.
Yeah, but they hung.
No,
They had a way bigger finish.
This one holds his own.
Like them?
No.
It's hard to do from days ago, though.
It is.
It's hard to do.
I agree with you. I don't know if it's hanging as long, but it's not like you're drinking an 86er.
No, I know that, but I'm trying to go.
There's a different flavor in here, though.
Man, I don't know. Nut.
I wasn't. I'm not.
No, the longer it sits in the glass, the more I'm getting a peanut. Actually,
I think it drinks above its proof, honestly.
Oh, I'm not finding it hot.
No,
but
again, not in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
106 is not a bad little land.
Mm-hmm. I don't hate the price.
I get a light fruit in the nose.
There's a huge peanut coming off of that. I'm actually getting a peanut in the show on that one. Yeah, go figure. You're not, but yeah, I am.
I don't dislike this.
No, I agree with you. Lay down, buddy. Trying to dig a hole in China. I'm trying to figure out where I want to go with this. I went in negative. I'm trying to spin a positive.
I started with you on a negative, but I have to look at it. It's 106. It's $40.
That's the problem. They didn't outdo themselves. They didn't put $100 price tag and say better than Pappy. That's my issue. I don't hate this, but will this beat?
Would this be B+?
I gotta break that. I gotta break it out. I know nobody cares. I gotta. Will this beat Evan Williams Bottle of Lemon?
It's got a different flavor than that, I believe.
I think it's still got the nut. I haven't had that in 3 years. Don't get me wrong. It was always my favorite.
Break it
one
out.
back
I don't
in the day.
think you're gonna have the same flavor profile. To be honest with you, but
It's got the nut
I
though.
don't think we get the glasses to be honest.
No. I'm not worried about that. I'm not gonna do it today, anyways. But I'm trying to think in my head, just because of price tag. You know what I'm saying? This is solid. Would this beat Baker's? You brought it over. Would this beat the Baker's? That's 107 proof. It's pricier.
It's got a totally different flavor.
Okay, I don't
But
know. Because Baker's, I thought, had a nut too.
It's $60, and that's $60 for 107 and 108. Yeah, we have it. I just brought it over, so we can put it against that.
No, I'm just trying to think in my
I'm
head.
sad with this. It doesn't really drink hot. I think it's worth the money. I don't think I
won't go with their slogan.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
I gotta
neither here nor there.
But for $39.99, sorry,
4 years.
I didn't mean to step on you.
No, I'm listening.
For $39.99, I don't have a complaint. This really drinks like a lower proof Booker's to me. It's bringing me to nut. It's not bringing me.
So I also
more
go
flavors.
back to the weird ones. Like the small distillery in PA that college did.
No, that was dirty. That was horrible.
No, again, but that was way more money. It was less proof, and it sucked. This is for the bang for its buck. I just can't figure out. Maybe it is the nut that I have in the middle that has the extra different flavor. But I'm not sad. I don't think it's. I don't think you get screwed with this one.
There's nothing bad about this one. There's nothing like, holy crap, this is good about this one either. You know what I mean? It's in that middle range. I gotta stop. I gotta stop looking at these because those throw me over the edge. When you want to proclaim that you are the best whiskey in the world, and we got two of them over there that are like we're top 5.
They won in whoever did their little competition because it has best A, B, and C, or gold medal, silver medal, whatever. It has it on it.
They win for presentation, and they got an excellent topper. I want to give.
You don't want somebody whipping that at you.
No, that one that'll hurt you, and it squirts you in the eye when you try to poop it out.
What's your grade? I'm BB plus.
Well, I mean, good, because I thought you were gonna go higher than that.
Oh, I already said it. I know you weren't listening.
I never listen to you. Honestly, I'm not. It's funny.
We're together, but we're not.
No disrespect on that. I get so engulfed with trying to be honest, and I know. Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
because
I'm a liar.
Yeah, you say that every time.
Wow.
But I get so consumed with trying to do the right thing that I sometimes I zone you out. I am a solid B because of the fact that there's nothing exceptional. There's nothing bad. This is just very good.
There is a pretty good nut in here.
It really brings that nut flavor.
And I can almost go with your lesser proof.
It kind of reminds me of a Booker's if it was a lower proof. That's why I said, does it taste like Baker's? I haven't had Baker's in years. I have the high rye.
I'm with you. I have it here. I just brought it, but I have not ate it in a while.
Stand by, future blind. But
it's all in all, the numbers for me. If I seen this, it wouldn't be. I'd like no.
I wouldn't run away from it. But if there's a lot of people that don't like the peanut in the shell flavor, there's a lot of people like Jim Beam. It really brings you to a Beam product, but they priced it kind of accordingly.
They did.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like
for that proof, it's actually not a bad price.
This would actually, future Tom, write this down. This would be a good one to put against the Jim Beam single barrel because it's 108 proof. And I think it's in that same land.
It would be.
You know what I mean? Where it kind of tastes similar to me.
That may have a little more flavor. We'll see.
I don't know. But
I'm not sad with this.
No, I agree. That's why, like a B is, again, it's passing. There's nothing. This wouldn't win whiskey of the year or whatever they put on the thing.
It's again, it's not like that sour gum that came out and we were like, we've yet to try one that was even. And they're like, here, this is a good one to try.
I agree.
You know, so it's not, and that's almost the same price, and it was way smaller.
There's nothing negative that comes off of that.
Okay, there's my end game.
I agree with that. This just is, it doesn't live up to the hype of the sticker, but as far as bottle presentation, sitting on your shelf, this is fancy. At $39.99, you're not going to go wrong. I agree. I'd be curious to see how this actually did against the Bakers because you're in the same proof. You know, but it really does bring that Jim Beam, you know what I mean, profile where
I agree.
You know, it's not. You don't even get a real oaky presence.
No,
you get that nut
nutty
throughout
sweetness.
Throughout the whole thing. So
not even salty; it's a nutty sweetness.
Right. So, well, there you go. We'll keep this one short and sweet then. I really don't have anything to say. I wouldn't say don't get this for $39.99.
No.
This would be pretty on your shelf, and I don't think you're going to dislike it. I don't think it's one you're going to run back to all the time and try to get back to
Agreed,
it. But that's where B is an average. That is a decent pour for short money. And if this was expensive, if this was 60, I'd say get away from it.
Or if it was 86. 86 proof. You know what I mean? If
the other one that was lower proof. Correct. At this 106 proof,
it's got a good
drinks
flavor. It
decent.
Not a bad hang time.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't mind it. I'm good.
And even if you wanted at $39.99, if you make a rum and coke, make a whiskey and coke, make a whiskey and coke. You're not gonna be crushed.
Oh, you're not gonna be sad that they're wasting, your $120 bottle.
We still have to do that one of these days because someone was just dumping on one of the. All right, that's a story for off the camera. Anyways, I keep running them long, and I apologize. We'll keep this one short and sweet. Then this is Bower Hill Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey Special Edition. But again, this is a solid B. There's nothing negative. There's nothing hugely positive. This really does bring me to a Beam product. That's all. You got nuts and caramel. That's it. Mm-hmm. So there you go. That's our review. If you've seen it, leave a comment down below. If you passed it up, can't say I 100% disagree with that, but if you passed it up, again, for this price, it's not bad. If they jack this up because it's a pretty bottle, then run away. You know what I mean? That's my theory on that one. So that being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more.
Cheers.